how do you connect with kids in your class? I ask teachers this, and I've had some teachers say, I don't connect. I'm not connected to this kid. That's always not good, right? So, because that's what I hear some people say right now. Jackson, it's a great message. What are we missing in the education business? The how-to. We'll have a leader come in and say, we're going to be a top-rated school in the country. Everybody's with it. Next thing they want to know is how. Somebody will come in and say, you need to connect with your students. You need to build relationship with your students. And those teachers will say they got a relationship with the kids. But then you see, look at their dynamic, and they don't. So what that tells me is they don't know how. So let's simplify connection. How do connections occur with students? The connection with kids, it's really 4 pillars to it. One is your personal story. The kid has to know something about you. And this is teaching. Now, there's discretion to that, because you gotta see, I got some teachers that won't tell a kid anything and be guarded. And then I got some teachers that'll tell way too much. So this is why I'm spending so much time working on the people, because discretion is the people. So whenever you present policies, we still need discretion. That's why I work on people, because anything we present, any new model we roll out, any new books we buy, it's still going to take discretion and clarity to bring it to the marketplace. So personal stories, the kid has to know some things about you, and you got to be skillful how you deliver those things. It's when I'm talking about myself, where I'm from, the things I dealt with on this journey, deaths of family members, struggles in school. I have to skillfully place those things, because the kid can hear some of those things and use them against me. I always like to say, this particular kid doesn't learn from, is not so much astute to learning from others' problems or failures. They'll say that was stupid that you did it. You know, they're hands-on learners, so a hands-on learner places very little value on others' experiences. They say, well, I would do it different. That won't happen to me. So we understand that. But the personal story is a connector, so you have to skillfully be able to convey your story, not recklessly, skillfully convey your personal story. The parts that really connect with kids. Background, how you were raised. And guys, even if you were not raised like this kid, that also it gives a connection point, because to be able to say I didn't come from this type of background. So it's very important that you guys understand that I'm learning. But here's the part that I know I can help you with. It's a connection point. Personal interest connects us. You know, what is this kid's personal interest? What is this kid trying to get to? What are your personal interests? How do we make that connection in that class, in that subject? Personal interests. How can you use this subject for your benefit? And I'm talking about even at 4 years old. I'm teaching my children to think. As their teacher, as my children's primary teacher, I always want to make connections with stories. They love to hear my stories. With the things they're interested in, I'm interested in, and the things I need them to do. And then the third, personal goals. I'm asking my young children, what are your goals? What do you want to do with your life? And you know, it changes a lot, but that's okay. They're thinking. And now it keeps getting sharper, And our students have to have goals, and you have to make them write a goal every day, every class period, and say, what is your goal for this period in class? That's what I do for my students. Write down what your goal is for this period. What do you want to accomplish in this 45 minutes together? I believe brains have to have an assignment. Brains have to have a focus. And with that, you get better results. The brain has to have a focus, something to lock in on. Personal goals. And then connection can be based on personal appearance. Now, think about that. That's kind of probably the lowest form of connection, meaning that some people say, well, it's a black guy, and they automatically relate. That has not checked out. You know, the belief that just having a man or having a black man or black person or a white person or a brown person as the automatic connector point has not proven to be true. It can help and it can not work. So that to weigh in that heavy on that just does not check out. It does not check out. It can, but it can also not. So that's the lowest point. That's why I put it in red, because that's where a lot of people like to make their connection point. I connect with people. And guys, I connect with people of all races, genders, sexualities. I connect with people, man, because I rock with people. And that's a heart issue. It's a connection to human. And it's so deep. It's so strong. I feel folks' pain. I feel where people are coming from. I understand what it's like to go through all of this stuff that people go through. And I make the connection. And what I don't understand, I'm very empathetic, but I never leave a person at a low spot. I can recognize trauma. I can understand pain, but I'm not leaving you there. See, so that's connection. Because it takes a person, like last week I'm working with some molestation victims. They're adults. And I'm going through my 8 steps, and I get them right at the bottom. Okay, here's boom, 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 boom. But then we get at the bottom where I'm not leaving you here. And how long? Listen, we need to kind of decide how long we're going to let this affect us. But because we went through the steps. And that's a choice we can make. And that's the power of the help. That's the power of the right person being in your life. Okay? Connections with people. I'm at a school yesterday, and I'm getting there early, and I'm about to do my classes with my teachers. And I talked to the students last month at the school, and I'm walking through, and there's a kid sitting in there in the main office. He sees me through the glasses. It's a white kid, high school. Guy's got a bad wheel. He's on crutches or something. And he's waving me down. I don't know the kid. There's a large group I talked to. I don't know the kid. He's like, come here. I'm like, bro, I'm late. Yo, I got to go, man. He's like, come here, hold up just a minute. I'm like, yes, sir. And he's like, I got to talk to you. I'm like, bro, I'm late. I said, come on, man. He's on the bad wheel. I said, you can walk with me to my class so I can be on time. As soon as the boy walks through the door, the boy busts out in tears. He was like, man, I just wanted to tell you. He was like, I didn't get a chance to talk to you last time he was here, but he was like, when you was talking to me. He was like, my daddy locked up and my mother on the run. And I just need to tell you thank you, and I love you, and need to give you a hug. I talked to them kids for 20 minutes. And that was his life takeaway. Connecting it speaks to hearts. See, I'm the kid I'm trying to help. So no matter whether they're 4 or 14, I get it, man. I know what these cats dealing with. I know when you hear that Title I label, I know what that means. Poverty is not money. If poverty was money, we could write a check. Poverty is the spirit. It's what's going on with us inside. It's our lifestyle. It's the mindset that we're given at our house, if we have one. I know what that means. And so I feel a pain because I didn't have the best parents, and my parents set me back. My parents didn't complete school. So imagine being raised in a house with parents that dropped out in the 3rd grade and 8th grade. Education's a priority. You think you're going to be a world beater student? Absolutely not. You'll be behind your whole life, because there's no help. And so I feel them. I get it. I understand it. And so that ability to connect gives me an advantage. And this is the type of positive impact that we can have on our kid. We should. We can. We must. It's the best I got. This can be done. It's a process. It's not easy for everybody. Everybody can't do it, but you got to know what impact you're making on the kid. This is something we have to be cognizant about, we have to talk about, and we have to get better at, and we can do it. And the way you do it is through who you're listening to. Who you're listening to, who you're getting guidance from is a major pillar of whether you will be individually successful. And that individual success is what breeds school success. And that's what we're here to do. So listen, Dr. Jackson here. I'm extremely excited. Thank you for listening. Please share with friends. As always, if I can help you, I would love to do so. Give us a call, email, and let's work towards that. Until then, see you in class.